Welcome to the Out There channel, live stream 245. Music just got me there. Hopefully it's all working. No silly crackle noises, hopefully. Going down again. I hope I don't start coughing. Hello. Hello. Good to be back. So we're trying a wee bit of an early live stream on Saturday. It's been a bit of a rush trying to get my brain working and get it all set up. So yeah, looks like it's all working all right here, I think. Let me just check that. Oh, I forgot to halt it. It's going to play the intro again. Let's see. There we go. Keep doing that little stuff up. Oh, I should have halted. Yeah, sneak in there again. Okay. Hopefully it's now set up. Okay, this is what happens because I'm not a morning person. I make more mistakes. Night owl, not a morning person. But what's the times in America at the moment? Where's my little clock? Okay, Texas, it's 5 p.m. So they've been nice and awake. I'm not sure what time most people have their dinner, but we're normally around about 6 to 7 p.m. over here. New York, hour more, 6 p.m. California, 3 p.m. in the afternoon. And UK, already up to 11 p.m. there. So yeah, really need to start a wee bit, another hour early really, for UK, but it is what it is. Daylight savings here went back and UK went forward, and it sort of made it even worse, as it always happens. So who's out there with us? I'll just type in the welcome message. I didn't even have a chance to remind people on Twitter that I started. So hopefully most people are learning to watch the countdown. That's the easiest. Saturday live analysis. Of course, I don't run on caffeine. I don't drink coffee. Although I do like certain coffee tastes. The acid in it makes me upset with the stomach. And tea I had to give up because of the tannins, and when I was really sick I had to give it up too. but I do have occasional one. I do have an Earl Grey, as a Star Trek captain would say. Not the Earl Grey from MUFON, of course. Saturday life analysis and UFO topics, that'll do. Alright, so we're finally up and running. Speed, how's it going? Let's do this. Miller Lights. Yeah, beer, I had to give up as well. I used to be a homebrew, a bit like Robert. He's out there, I think. I'm not too sure though. I used to do various beers, and they used to be pretty potent. 5% alcohol was the minimum. So yeah, one bottle used to wipe out pretty much everybody. And there was a nice one I used to make called Canadian Lager. That wasn't too bad. But the hops in it, it's almost like I become allergic to it. It's like my whole system broke down. And it was all related to my gallbladder in the end. But still, even after the gallbladder's gone, I still can't do it. So something went wrong in the system. So yeah, you never know when you're going to get allergic to stuff, you know. But Earl Grey to me is like a minty weak tea. Normally through my life I grew up on English breakfast tea, which is pretty strong. So yeah. You don't have to. And of course, I had to give up sugar because I went diabetic. And of course, there is still sugar and stuff. And occasionally, you have a glass of pop drink, which is no good for you. But sometimes you got to balance out the insulin jabs that you have because of diabetes. See, that's another thing they need to cure. So he's out there. Yep, Robert's here. He's still alive! Shadow time, writer. Yeah, yep. Now we've got a few more people on, which is good to see. So yeah, better start off, I suppose. So I'll just start with the recap of a couple of streams ago on the 5G stuff. Now, after I'd done that 5G, then it seemed to be like a hot topic. Towers were being set on fire in UK. Of course, I had no idea that was going to happen. I just did 5G out the blue because people kept talking about it being harmful or not. So I started looking into the research, science side of it, and then present it to you. So as we found that wireless cell phones use microwaves, similar to your microwave oven, but microwave band can go from 1 gigahertz all the way up to 100 gigahertz, and microwaves use 2.45, and so do our home hotspots, Wi-Fi routers, and mobile phones. But then they introduced wireless AC on hotspots, on new routers that uses a new band called 5 gigahertz, which is double the normal microwave oven microwave band, and it can actually transmit more data because it's a higher frequency. And but the downside of the 5G band is it gets absorbed very quickly in the atmosphere, and it doesn't go through walls of house too well. We've got a new router in the house, and I can't get the AC working in the bedroom because it's got to go through 2 walls of the house to get to me here, because we're like a U-shaped building. So yeah, which is good for noise, because the noise on the other side of the house doesn't travel too well in a horseshoe shape. So but Wi-Fi it has a lot of trouble with, because you're going through 2 bricks, various fireproof and silver-backed foil, which is no good for microwave. So yeah, so you've probably come across that yourself with the 5G, that is very patchy. So yeah, most of the towers don't use 5G though. They use less than, they call it the sub 6G band. They have made it so it can be expanded in the future, so you can go higher frequencies all the way up to 87 gigahertz, I think it is. And I didn't mention that, but someone had mentioned it in the comments saying, hang on, but the microwave oven is only half the frequency of the 5G band. So actually in UK they're rolling out the 5G band at 2.8 to 3.5 gigahertz, I think it is, because it can go a further distance and penetrate the walls a lot better than the 5G does. So yeah, you've probably seen that already. Some people that are out there using mobile phones, that when it rains, the water absorbs a lot of the frequency in the air, and your internet has a lot of slowdowns and dropouts if you're just using wireless technology. So there is a lot of technical side of it all. That's why they put up more towers closer to buildings to get around this problem. It's the same problem that Tesla had with his wireless power idea, and that was before he discovered radiant energy, and he started changing his focus on this new form of energy, which we didn't see the day of light because a rich banker that was financing him pulled the plug on it all because he couldn't find a way to make trillions of dollars billing everybody for free power. So we never know how that would have gone, whether he had perfected it. But he was building this. He was building the glass tower, right? It was a special tower. It wasn't like a normal Tesla cool tower. And people weren't sure why it had to have glass panels in it and all that sort of stuff. That's because it was a new technology that he was working on. So if you haven't seen my Tesla documentary, go and grab it. Go and watch it. I do start to cover it on some of that science of it. And then I talk about it in later lives about how UFOs could use that to hover. What he found out from this new form of energy, that it was linked to gravity. So it's quite interesting how you find out all the stuff over the years by reading various snippets of information on the web that reference books that you never heard of. So some guy managed to get hold of his notebooks and published an interesting paragraph on the experiments that he was working on and what he discovered. So yeah, I pretty much sum it up in that episode. So you can go to my webpage here and do a search for it using the little magnifying glass on the side, and just type Tesla in. I suppose Tesla. I'll just do it now. Tesla free power. So I put a question mark there, whether it was going to work or not. But it was very interesting, the whole science of it and the experiments that he was working on. And of course, you don't hear about that on TV shows. I'm not too sure why. But this guy did manage to get hold of notebooks that no one else did. And everybody got it wrong about the free power being like a smaller coil inside a bigger coil, but like in a transformer. And they have to be inside each a certain radius to be able to transmit and receive, and could only go a certain distance because of inverse square law, where the energy gets absorbed in the atmosphere. So you notice he did experiments where he actually was trying to pass the current through the ground instead of through the air, where he was sticking light bulbs in the ground and they were lighting up, causing people to get shocks on their feet in a local town. So yeah, that sort of didn't work out too well, because now we just used ground for the return from the power stations. Completes the circuit, you see. But yeah, I won't talk too much about that because that's a wee bit geeky for a lot of people out there. I just want to hear about UFO stuff. So, did I post it there? I did, yeah. Okay. So, what was the next thing? Oh yeah, we finally got monetization. In fact, I'm not even sure if the chat looks any different. It's meant to have super chat on now. Not sure how you can tell if it's got super chat. Is there meant to be a $sign on it, or have I missed something still? Live chat. Can't see anything here. Do you have different things on your ones here? On the side chat. Not that I want to use super chat, but everyone seems to donate via it for some reason. So you might as well have it on. If they don't want to donate via other means, I don't know. So yeah, so I got monetization, and out of my almost 500 videos, it's coming up to 491 today, I think. Only 39 got demonetized out of that clump, and it doesn't give any reason why. As you can see here, that's the 39. And you need to zoom into that. Probably have to save it to be able to read it. Twitter's not really good at expanding, but you can see here, that's what happens on your admin page. Puts limited with a $sign. And it doesn't tell you why. And if you click on it, it says you can ask for a manual review. And I've done that with probably about 10 now. And I think so far 5 of them or 6 of them have been assessed and released for full money. So things like the Google bot will flag a video for pretty much anything that doesn't seem as I don't know, community standards or advertiser standards. So if you say the N word to do with Germans, that's one word that will automatically put this limited on. So yeah, so you can see a lot of them are just crazy. The one that we did on the presidents, I think we talked about Germany or an N word in it. I think that may be why it got flagged. That one's now been released. So yeah, it's pretty good. That after 3.5 months review, they finally gave it to me. And I think so far in the week I've made 50 cents. So there's a long road ahead. We got some big bills coming up for licenses, so all that's going to help with the running of the channel. It's not really going to change my life much, but it might help out with some of the bills. I can't see it ever going like Secureteam, because I don't sell snake oil. I just sell truth, you know. Hopefully the audio is working. Just do a quick check. So if you hear anything strange or the audio disappears, the side chat generally works okay, and just type a message there, let me know, and I'll check it out. Just use my name with the at command, and it will highlight it, and then I'm more likely to see it in the massive comments here. So what's everybody saying? I can see it. What can you see? Secureteam spits on the ground. It's always about Secureteam, isn't it? It seems like he's got everybody's mind out there. But we've got a few good people here that finally broken loose. Started to see the light. What's the next bit? Oh yeah, so here's one of these things where I asked for a manual view, and that's the sort of thing you get back in email. It doesn't say why it was flagged. Just a simple message like that. So it's not terribly great. You can see here the president's one has been released, and it's slow progress. You think as soon as they give you money that they check out all the limited ones for you. It's kind of strange that they don't, you know, 39. How long would that take them to check it? You just jump to the spot where it's flagged it in the video, same as you get with copyright infringement, and go from there. You shouldn't have to keep doing a manual request. The only one I can see that they'd have a problem with is the one that breaks their rules with a wee bit too much goriness in it, was the human mutilation live that we talked about. A particular case. And that. So yeah, that one's done. Okay, so yeah, if you've not been following Skinwalker Ranch series on TV that's come on, it's brilliant so far. In my opinion, finally we're getting some science done to it and the kitchen stuff that's going wrong in real time. Like batteries being drained and things not be able to switch on again, and strange stuff like that shouldn't be happening. And the shining laser beam that sort of splits, it shouldn't split. So, and of course they're seeing that the light being shine into the sky from the mountain, and it's not them. So yeah, it's getting a bit more exciting to see where it's going to lead, and it's going to be one of these series. Just as it's getting better and better and better, and they're going to pull the plug on it or something. You know, you never find out. But like a sci-fi, you know, they start off with a good sci-fi and then they kill it. Because they're too stupid to make it free available on YouTube and just have it paid by ads, and then see more people be able to see it then. They're still limited in countries, because New Zealand's like 6 months to 12 months behind everybody else. So they still don't figure, they don't get it that the internet has changed the world, and it's best to roll it out worldwide at the same time for everybody to access, rather than region limited and all that sort of stuff. They still don't get the idea. It's going to take someone like Steve Jobs, a billionaire, to change the media scene out there. This online demand stuff is still no good. Still per country. It's not instantly worldwide, you know. The whole system's screwed up. So yeah, here's the thing to the show here. I'll just stick the link to the Twitter, so you can grab the link there. But it's called The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch. So we got Shelley with us, Susan out there. So we got a few mods out there at the moment. I know it's probably at a bad time for you, say, being near dinner time probably. Okay, so on with the first one here, which was put up by UFO Man and his mate UFOs and Aliens, who's pretty much a garbage channel. You just have to look at all his videos to see how nonsense most of them are, or 99.9% of them are. And that needs to be turned off there. So we'll just have a quick watch of this clip, said to be in. And you can see this is another one that's got a mental problem that writes everything in caps. So that's no wonder he's mates with UFO Man, right? And you notice he puts it under people and blogs. So that means you can't take it seriously, but it means he's less likely to be taken down by Google by sticking it in a non-news channel, science channel category, which Secureteam still lists himself as, even though he's a joke. So yeah, credible UFO footage over Norway. So you can see, we'll go through it and we'll talk about what the problems are with it and what it actually is. Let's see if it's going to work. I'll just zoom in a bit. I was hoping to find the original, but you can see there they haven't posted any links to the source video, so I haven't managed to pin it. So what's the problem with this straight away is we got no reference to ground. So they're claiming this is UFOs, so we'll watch it. We'll watch it a wee bit and then I'll repeat it and then go over what I'm seeing. It's so easy to fool people with stuff here. So we don't know what sky, what the ground reference is straight away the problem here. Now, probably a few clever people out there have already figured it out. Like I did. Look for signatures of hoaxing. So you go through the usual list. Lights on a mountain, because we've got no reference point here, so it could be on the side of a mountain. It could be military flares drop, but they're not moving like flares, so we can probably rule that one straight out. They're moving back and forth in a way similar to a night kite. There's a possibility. But the other possibility is it's a fake with people moving lights around. Which is what I think it is. People with a handheld torch that blinks, and also some glow sticks, probably like laser pens. So that's what I think. I don't think it's in the sky at all. I think it might be slightly on a rise here, or on the side of a mountain pass, but they're not too far away from the camera. Because I believe at some point, if you run it really slow, frame by frame, that you can actually see at one point the torch lights up the faces, and you can see the hands. And you can see it waves around. So what I'll do is I'll roll it back again and play again. Well, actually, we'll see if we can get a snapshot of that first, and see if we can actually see any mountain behind. This thing goes a bit crazy where it puts that. Normally it moved it out the way, but they haven't tested it with see, it won't let me select it that way. We'll just see if that works. There's always little glitches. Doesn't work well with display size increased DPI. It messes it up. So if we open that up and zoom in, we can start to see, looks like it's got a reflection happening here. And this looks like one of these white torches. So it could be 3 people. One with 2 red ones in the hand. One with a big white torch in the hand. Another one with another little tiny white torch in the hand. So let's just run it through the editor. Unfortunately, we've got people waking up in the house now, making noises with showers, which I feared would happen when I told them I was going to do an early morning one. It seems that everybody gets up and tries to make a noise. Okay, resize it. Still nothing popping out because we haven't run it through filters. Okay, we tried the brightness one. Probably won't do much. Apart from that one there. And you can see straight away we're starting to get reflections of something behind them. It even looks like it could be a glass panel here. It looks like it could be through a window. That they're actually standing behind the window and we're catching the reflections. Could be inside a building or on a balcony. So it looks like it's an obvious hoax. From Norway, so even Norway like to do hoaxes. Or the guy's being pranked. What's the other possibility, I guess? So there you go. Do the colour side of things. So it looks like a torch, and now we're picking up the faint beam going this direction. On the other person here, but we can't actually see anyone because of the low quality of low light. But we can see there's something going on there. It doesn't look like it's in the sky. So just save that. Hopefully I don't get any slowdowns. I've found that they said it conflicts with Discord's overlay, and I noticed my tray one actually had overlay turned on, so I've turned it off to see if the lockups disappear that randomly happen. So we're finding out new things, how to get rid of these funny lockups. So what are people saying on the side here? Fuzzy, how's it going? Trigger Man. Got a link. Link to what? Tyler's back. Well, he's not back. He posted a video 5 days ago saying he was going to make a video. Less than a 2-minute video to say he's back and he's making new videos. That's only because his court appearance have been pushed forward another month. So he's got some time on his hands. And it sounds like he's looking at a plea deal with whoever he hit, because it's a domestic violence case. So he's probably buying them off so he doesn't have to go to prison. But anyway, we'll just play this again, see if we can mute it, and we'll play it slow motion and see if we can see anybody's faces pop up. It's not the best way in doing it, but without the real source video. But it's absolute garbage that we get this nonsense put up as UFOs and zero investigation. No apps used. No sensible, common sense analysis. So that's the first guy. And if you watch how the motion of it goes, where's it gone now? Why did it switch off? So it turned off the lights, you see. You'll see that it's got the motion of like it being on ends of people's arms, the way it's moving. If you plotted the directions, which I won't do, you'll see that's connected to a body. So this is sort of analysis that a real professional would do. And see how the lights move to a middle point. So here's that big white torch that comes on. And we might be able to see them. They're probably wearing black clothing, making it a bit harder. And if it's a reflection in a window, it makes it even more harder. Unless the cameraman shows up in it. They ain't got the right angles. There was a dark patch that happened there when it got really bright. Now we looked at one of these high luminosity torches that can actually set wood on fire if you change the focal point of it. Survival torch. Where's the big one? I'll have to zoom out a wee bit. I think there's only like a few frames where you can actually see maybe an outline of a person, reflection of a face. But I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get it on the live stream. Normally what I do is rip it off as individual pings and we go through individual frames as a graphic and enhance it with the filters. So what I can do is maybe rip it, as some people would say, and play it through a normal video player and muck around with the contrast and stuff. There's another way in doing it. So you can see sometimes it clips the edge of the light like someone's standing in front of it. Oh, here we go. Can we see someone now? Here we go. Looks like there's something there in the blackness. I don't know if we can grab a snap of that one. It's around about here where you see the faces normally. Got that little tingle in the throat going. Okay, is it saving it? It's running a wee bit slow. Let's see. Looks like someone's black leg or something there. It's blocking off some of the lights. Excuse me. Oh, right, here we go. Yeah, I have to have a drink. And look, that looks like an outline of a body there. Oh, I can't aim at it because it zooms in too far. But it looks like the edge of someone standing there. Now let's just grab that one too. And let me get a drink. This is terrible. Hopefully it's not Corona. But already some in the household are coughing. And I don't know if it's another virus or what. Okay, we got some images. I think we may have missed the point. But it looks like someone's standing there. So if that's someone with these red ones in their hand, looks like a hand there, it's cutting the edge of the light beam there. So the hand would be going that way, and the other arm would be going that way, and probably standing sideways. Yeah, I'm not too sure how much more I can watch this stupid one. And you see, looks like it might have a little white LED light that blinks here as well. I wonder what the point was of it hoaxing it was. Just to see if they could fool Third Phase or some of these other groups, I don't know. But they just ruin it for the UFO field as being serious field. So let's see what we can see in these ones. Okay, and let's try the filters. Although they don't help too much. We can see the pixelization of the camera. And you can see there's definitely a lot more going on. It would be good if the outline just suddenly popped up. So it looks like a person standing there. Looks like the light from these are sort of illuminating something on the side here. Yeah. Looks like it's not going to pop out for us. But definitely a lot more happening there to the original. So let's try the other one. Probably easy to see it on a bigger screen too as well, probably. Instead of a laptop screen. Aha. Almost has a person shape to it there, doesn't it? Looks like a person standing there. And the glow of these lights are hitting the edge of someone here. Probably should focus on this one over here, but the red light, as we know, is very poor for illuminating stuff. It can be seen as a warning light, but That's why they use it for film processing. They use red lights, right? It's a lower wavelength of light, like infrared, and it doesn't affect the film. So it's very hard also to pick up. But this white light here definitely looks like a person standing there, doesn't it? Seems to have like a darker outline there. Although it's very pixelated. They've just got the right distance where you can't actually see enough detail. But yeah, it looks like someone standing right there. And he's holding up a torch here. And these illuminating in here. And I think there's someone over here too. But anyway, can't prove it 100%. That's why I wanted a daytime shot of the same, what they claim to be the same location. We could overlay it and see the train behind, right? So we can just get rid of those ones now. Maybe I missed the frame. Really, I need to, like I said, rip it properly and do a frame by frame. And it might be just one frame out of 1/30, because it's 30 frames a second. There might be just one frame in that bunch of 30 frames where someone's face gets lit up just for a split second. It's enough to nail it. I'll just leave those there. But if we pull it back to normal speed again, let's have a look. Normal. What's going on in the side chat? Are you being civil? No swear words. No, you said the word S. This one's alright. Yep. Not sure if anyone out there is clicking on it. I'm not sure where Susan is. Apparently she's angry with me over something I said. Anyway, just play this over again, and you'll be able to see the wavy pattern that I'm talking about, where someone's moving it around in the arms. So just watch how this one goes. Look, you can see that at the airport, waving arm back and forth. Waving arm back and forth. Someone using one of those strobe flash torches. Real clever, mate. You may have fooled most of them out there, but you didn't fool me. So you can see, it looks like it's a fair distance away from his house. Could it be a reflection in another window across the street? Someone's doing it through like a lounge window. So we can't really tell. So this is the part where it looks like you can see the outline of people happening. But yeah, I think we can do with that one. Moving on. Busted. Where's my thing? Let's see. This is where this comes in here. Bullshit. Hoax. This one's definitely a hoax. Hoax. Nonsense. There we go. Nonsense. Fake. Yeah. Frauds. That gets all the stamps. Debunked. Liar. We need a little stamp noise added to it, really, don't we? Stamp. But yeah, I could probably improve that in the years over the year. Busted. Did I do that one? Busted. Debunked. And that shouldn't be up on a UFO channel. It should be removed. Unless you're using it for example to prove to people that it's a hoax. So 65 people liked this one, and 1,000 people, over 1,000 people, 1,200 people liked it. So he would have made probably 70 cents from that. That's not the point though. It all adds up. You put enough of those up every day. Those 70 cents add up pretty quick, and of course it suckers people into sub to him. I'm not sure if anyone's posted any comments here. Let's have a quick look. Now that is amazing. See, this is why I do what I do, to educate people. This looks like a few people. Aha! Someone with some sense here. On a roof of a house. I didn't see a roof of a house myself. Up on a far away hill. Yep, definitely on a hill with flashlights. So this guy didn't respond to this guy. So it should have been taken down. Wait, this looks like it's some people approaching some red orbs. No, it's just lasers, mate. For once, I'm at a loss for words. Yeah, right, mate. Very good catch. Lots going on in this one. This one is also crazy. No, it's not. It's simple. Brilliant catch. No, it's not. Fantastic. No, it's not. Phenomenal footage. Brain dead. Definitely amazing. Another brain dead person. Looks like some people on the ground with flashlights. Hello. So we got what, 3 people maybe? 3 people. Them pisky kids playing around. So that's probably number 4 there. He's onto it. Play in slow motion, and you can see the alien head with the black eyes. Yeah, well, we did play it in slow motion. We didn't see any aliens there. This is unbelievable capture. Great content, my guy. Now, this is one of these spammers. I even get him on mine now. Posted on all mine as well. So you can see he's posted twice. Some type of bot. Preferring us for disclosure. Yeah, that's it, mate. That's why they sell torches. So that one can be done with. I'll give you the link to it, even though I don't like to, because I don't like to promote frauds. And that's a fraud UFO channel. Puts up a lot of rubbish. We'll just have a quick look. Folks, torches and laser pens, I suppose. So, yeah. Just minimize it for the time being. I was up to 2256 last night. Seem to have lost a sub. What's going on, guys? Where's the subs disappearing to again? We've not had any subs during the live stream. In fact, another 3's just disappeared. So I'm not sure if Google's doing a purge again. It purges old accounts that haven't logged in for a while. Then it'll suddenly go up again. It's kind of strange. Anyway, I won't update it, the counter. I'll just leave it like that. I thought I might have made 260 overnight. I've been trolling for truth, as I call it, posting stupid people making comments like that on these type of videos. On Tyler's stuff. It's the only way you can get through to people, because Google does such a bad job of promoting small channels that you hardly see any traffic if you don't get proactive and tell people to go and check out this channel here and go and see what he's saying about Tyler. Let's see what it's trying to do here. Let's go to the main page, videos. So we can just go through some of the ones he's got here, I guess. Diamond-shaped UFO. I think that might have been the one that UFO Man also put up. Was that the one with the advertising balloon? I think it might be. Yep. UFO Man had it up and decided to take it down. I wonder why he took it down. Maybe because he realized it's one of those big advertising balloons that are shaped like a UFO. You can see it's a balloon. This guy can't even keep it on focus. Go on, mate. Are you drunk? Get it up there. Get it up. Go on, get it up there. I think he's walking up the hill and not keeping the camera up. You can see here it's drifting down now. Has it gone below the horizon now? He's not focused on it. I know it's still there. Terrible footage, isn't it? Young girl takes video of what she calls an ovni flying saucer. All in caps again. Makes it really hard to read. So has anyone actually said it? It's a balloon, advertising balloon. Mexicans seem to be like the balloon capital from what I'm seeing, followed by Brazil. So I don't want to spend too long on that one. But it's one of these silver advertising balloons you can get. Silver UFO advertising. They're fairly big. They're like 4 humans big. Probably too many keywords there, probably. Probably have to say helium in it or something. Advertising balloon. Helium. See how we go with that one. There we go, and comes up straight away. So these are the keywords for it. So you can see it's got the same sort of shape that we're seeing in the video, the same sort of contour. But you can see it's quite big. So yes, gets snaps off the cord that it's connected to. I suppose it's used at special movie events and stuff like that for sci-fis, you know, for advertising. Normally they use these blimpy things so they can at least have writing on the side. But I suppose they could have a little flag underneath, a banner underneath. So yeah, just got to be aware of all this stuff out here. And there's a video of one that's got loose, I think. Oh no, that's the one in that turned out to be another advertising balloon for e-cigarettes. So that's a really old one. Anyway, we won't spend too much on that. What else we got here, which is just useless? Incredible footage of several UFOs. Alright, we're coming to that one next. That's the CGI moon one. Again, that shouldn't be up on a UFO channel. They should do some research and find out it's all over the place, being reported as a hoax. Shape-shifting UFO. As soon as you hear the word shape-shifting, you know it's going to be a balloon. That's deflating and twisting in the wind. Because he uses caps on all his titles, it makes it really hard to read. Incredible huge UFO. What's this one? Incredible TR3B. Let's have a look at that one. That looks like another CGI one. Okay. That looks legit so far. I can see a blinking light. Plane going away. And these are military flares. Because you could see them being lit up. The plane flew past there and dropped the flares, and they have a little timeout on it, and then they light up. You can see all the smoke coming off them. 100% military parachute flares being dropped. So again, that's another useless UFO channel. Anyone that puts up flares like that. How do you debunk flares? Well, obviously the smoke, the colour. Obviously, if there's any other planes flying close proximity. You can see there, it actually had one blinking light on the plane. Military planes can turn off a lot of their lights and call ID when they do military exercises, like when the battlefield, and they don't want to advertise "here I am in the sky" on the radar maps with lights as well. But in this case, they left the tail light on, so people would see it was there, but not actually illuminated very well. And what else we got here that's worth laughing at, if anything? 2 amber lights. That sounds again like flares being dropped. New Zealand. So it doesn't say where it was, but they kind of look like planes to me. I like it's inside a window. Filming through a window. Kind of looks like an airport hangar there. And of course we probably won't be able to see much on a smartphone, because we don't see the little blinking lights. Just not enough. Doesn't have enough night vision capability. Looks like this has been sort of brightened as well, doesn't it? It looks like it's been played around with. And do we have any links to the source? No. So it just looked like 2 planes in the distance, that one. Didn't even look like amber lights to me. What else we got? Footage of a UFO in a cloud. Here we go. Oh no. What are we looking at? What's that line there at the top? I thought I clicked the one with the cloud. So yeah, that kind of looks like a plane being crossing the path of the moon. Coming down to land. So that wasn't the one I was after. Often those ones turned out to be the silhouette of a small plane or big plane. Birds, bats, balloons. I haven't seen any moon video which I would class as a true alien craft. I was after that one there. We'll look at this one, we'll move on from this guy. So UFO cloud, guys. How many times have you seen those in the sky and then they break up? Stupidity. Is this what people are hanging for from Tyler's? Please give us another 10-minute video of a cloud UFO. We're gasping, we're gasping. And they stuck it through some filters here. Yeah, this is a strange looking cloud. Looks like this got some corruption occurring here. What's this here? Oh look, atmospherics. We can see atmospherics going up. Rolling shutter. Because they filtered it, you could actually see the light changing colour as it's going through the atmosphere crystals. So yeah, that was quite a good capture there. Alright, enough on that channel. Let's kick that in the butt. And of course UFO Man and him work together, hoaxers work together to build up their channels. Okay, this is getting on to the UFO Moon one. So first of all, I saw it was being posted about by UFO Buster. I thought, what the hell? Are you kidding me? Why are you posting this? So as I said here, moon UFOs are highly suspect and explainable, but this one with them fading away like entering a portal almost looks CGI. If it was that good, why wasn't it sent to MUFON? And sure enough, UFOofinterest took interest into this one because it went on all the social medias. Here we go. This guy, when I read this, make sure to watch till the end for the slow motion play. This is insane. My girl has pics of them from years ago. This is from March 26, 2020. Not sure who filmed it, but I've checked for editing. It's not at all. So I'm not sure who this guy's claiming to be an expert. Mr. Drop. Or is he part of the hoaxes? So yeah, where's the pictures, mate? If you've got pictures of him from years ago. So this is the original footage. Reposted. So I played this and I thought, yeah, my CGI radar went off. So we can see some, it almost looks like artificial cloud vapor. It looks like it was repeating there. Looks very similar. Looks like a Adobe After Effects. So where's these UFOs? Here they are, coming on the screen down the bottom. Why is it a strange colour? Is another question. Daytime. Yeah, so they're saying these are massive UFOs near the moon. These would be like many miles across. That's like a 10-mile across crater there, I think. Probably even bigger. Could be 25 miles across. So yeah, so that's the original footage. Had me suspect from the beginning, and sure enough, UFOofinterest got onto it. And he also put out a video. Some users from Facebook sent me this video about alleged UFOs filmed on the moon with a telescope. Source: the same impossible shadows of the objects on the moon tell us that the video is fake, bad CGI. An interesting comment by a CGI artist on Reddit about the footage. Real footage model the UFOs and animate them flying over the moon. So they're saying that the moon and maybe the weather patterns there were legit, although I have my suspicions. And then they added the UFOs in. 3D moon. They made a model of it flying over a moon separately, is what he's saying there, I think. Match the lighting in the 3D software with the lighting on the footage. Then render the UFOs, the shadows without the moon. Import the render and original footage into the same artifacts. Align the two color correct. Apply blur plus FX to the render and you have it as possible, but also requires a lot of skill and time. But not when you look at the enhancements, right? The filters. So he's also saying here it looks like a very similar scene from space in 1999. So could they have tried to do like a project from school? That probably makes more sense. Where they want to replicate the space 1999 scene for the teacher to see for comparison. So they had really funny looking ships on that sci-fi, kind of like cigar shape with a tear-shaped head on it, and the three afterburners on the, well, three rocket engines on the rear of it. And that's the original. In comparison to the Space 1999, I think I'd go with the Space 99 footage being more believable. That's going back 20 years now, isn't it? Or more. And what else we got here? Anything? Series 1, Episode 4. War Games. They did pretty good back in the old days with some of the effects anyway. They probably did it with models rather than computer animation. 1999, was that early CGI? I think 1975 was the first CGI coming out, and Star Wars perfected it, wasn't it? 78. So yeah, it's well within. Oh, I'm looking at 1999. What year was 99? I don't think that's the year it was produced. Space 1999. Let's see. Let's see this. I tell you, I'm not a morning person. 75. Yeah, I think it's just coming in there. I mean, early CGI and green screen was starting to be used. 77, early Star Wars. But yeah. So we'll move on for that one to the video that he did here. What else have we got? Oh yeah, we'll just come up to that. So he did a couple of minute video here. I'm not sure if it's much use to what we've already looked at. Oh, he's got some music on it. We got some artificial shake on it now. Okay. So that bit got cut off from the other footage, didn't it? I'll catch up on the side chat in a minute. Welcome, who's on the side chat anyway. Thanks for joining us. So where's the UFOs again? Coming now. So here we go, look. Does look very similar to the Space 1999 footage. We're seeing some atmospherics. That's probably artificial blur that they were talking about. And you can see here, they seem to disappear. I'll just zoom into that. Look, you can see the shadows. They seem to disappear into portals. This say looks fake, it ain't funny, you know. I think if we saw that, that'd be on the news everywhere. See, it seems to... probably need to slow it down. So that's original footage. Oh. He's applied some filters to it in a minute. So it's flying along here. Goes into the dark. And you can see here the light didn't change on it. Should be now going into the darker side of the moon. It should actually be fading. And it disappears. I see the way it disappeared there. Yeah. So yeah, it sort of got me wondering, because CGI can be hard to figure out, you know. Yeah, I'll just catch you on the side chat here. Yeah, what's going on? My zoom was too far in. Hey, Triggerman, you're right on. The shadows don't look right. It was used in 1974 in Hollywood, CGI. Is that what you reckon? I know it's around about that time, but there was some early CGI done for some movies, like John Wayne movies. I'm pretty sure they used back, you know, like a pre-recorded scene of them driving or whatever, and they play it in the background of a movie stage. Before then, they used to have static paintings. They're like on the mountaintop, and it looks like they're way up. Who's got haters? Me? Yeah, I got lots of haters. Hey, Susan, you with us? Is Robert still with us? He's got his mates over for drinking? Or is that still banned in UK? So what happens if you get coronavirus and you recover? Are you allowed to have parties then? I suppose you're not allowed to say coronavirus. It instantly gets your video flagged for demonetization, apparently. Yeah, Charles really hates UFO, man. Yeah, I thought I was the only one, but Charles has joined in the group that wants him off the internet and ruining a real serious field of UFOs. But we got like probably 30 channels out there copycatting what Tyler does. Oh, look, I can't quite get it on there. About 10. Okay, so let's carry on playing this with the filter that Scott Brando has put on. See if it makes it any better. You'll see the atmospherics there. I reckon it might be real, but I think it's added in. Now look, it goes across the surface of the moon. Almost looks like the streaky UFO effect that you get. Look, that suddenly went bigger there. What is this? Is that these meant to be black cigar shapes, or are they meant to be the shadows? Is that what the shadows are? Or are they saying those are shadows? Because that looks so false. Oh well. It must have been the shadows, is it? There's the shadow there, is it? Let's see. I know, it's the shadow from that expanding. Meant to be expanding over the crater. They look like black cigars as well. Black motherships. But they're meant to be shadows, clearly. So wrong. So I wonder what they got in their CGI project. How are we going for time anyway? God, it's already an hour and 20 minutes. Let's speed it up a wee bit. Let's see. That the fake atmospheric distortion was not applied. The moon suddenly appears solid at 0.34. Yeah, I told you it was fake. It proves that it's fake. Cloud continues to move. I can't quite read what that says there. Guys, attention. Alright. So Mick West has been onto it. Atmospheric distortion effect not applied. Not applied. So they're showing the what you can do with the video software. There's the artificial, and then taken away. Okay, so it's pretty convincing what they can do nowadays with CGI. 0.34, so where's that? Because he's added it into his video, we're not too sure where that is. So when you got enough people, experts out there that actually worked with CAD/CAM and the software, telling you it's CGI, you can bet it's CGI. Same as Skinny Bob. Go and check out my Skinny Bob live I did. So I'd say the footage must be here where the distortion doesn't happen for a second. But yeah, anyway. You can go and watch it properly, see if you can spot where what they're talking about there. Moon CGI. I'm surprised that Tyler hasn't put that up actually. That would have been a quite simple video just to knock up in 10 minutes and make a... Well, he hasn't got too many people watching like he used to, but he still would probably make a few $100 out of it. Just putting up that rubbish, right? Well, you can watch my channel and watch a 3-4 hour live stream and see many 10-minute videos all in one go, rather than having to wait for them every day to come out. Unfortunately, I just can't get hold of any really good footage that I can say is a alien craft, because most people, when they're up close personal like that, they don't think about recording. Yeah, tell signs, yep. Yep. There's lots of things wrong with that footage. It's sort of, it's like a gut instinct when you first watch it. You think, something's not quite right here. Kind of looks like bad B-grade sci-fi movie. So let's just have a look at what this page has got up. I'll just refresh it just in case. I think there was a few other bits on this page here. Ah, right. So 49 minutes ago, what was I thinking? Yeah, look, you can say that's synchronicity. And here you go. It's Tyler put up that fake moon footage. Has he really? See, how did I know that was going to happen? Quick, easy $100 there for the hoaxer. I thought you guys might have told me that he put it up. Oh yeah, he has too. He's put up a video overnight. Oh no, 1 hour ago when I started my live stream. And he's already got 52,000 views when they could have been watching my channel and got the actual real truth on it. So do we switch to his and have a laugh? I guess we can. Let's turn him into Mr. Ken. Oh yeah, there's the music. Let's turn him back into his fake thing.
Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secureteam. Now you may have noticed that I don't have my original intro playing along with the music. That is due to the fact that I am actually having a new intro along with a new logo made for the channel. I just felt it was time to upgrade. I know some of you may not be happy about
He's
this,
a liar!
a lot of you love...
The reason he's getting a logo changed because he stole the original one 10 years ago from a guy that made it from Alienware contest. And because Lion's Ground got his UFO channel deleted because he tried to report it to Google and they thought it was a hostile takedown of a channel versus channel situation. And because Alienware gave permission for the logo to be made doesn't mean that Tyler has the rights to use it for his branding. So yeah, straight away he's lying straight into it. This guy is just the best liar I've ever come across. He should be a car salesman or something. No, it wasn't in a flood in China when the hillside collapsed, or Japan when they had a tsunami. Because that's what often they do, the Japanese. So we import a lot of cars from Japan. Because they have to sell the car after a year use. They can't have it on the roads. They have to sell it back to the dealer who ships it off to other countries. That's how they keep the fake business happening over there. And you can see that they also have that mentality in China where they build second-hand goods, electronics that fell between when you buy it till 12 months if you're lucky, you know. So you buy another one, so it keeps them in business and the cash flow. So yeah, straight away he lied about the logo. So did he not have a logo at the front? Let's have a look. Accidentally hit
Hey,
expand.
what's up guys? Tyler here with Secureteam. Now you may have noticed that I don't have my original intro playing along with the music. That is due to the fact that I am actually having a new intro along with a new logo made for the channel. I just felt it was time to upgrade. Now I know some of you may not be happy about this because a lot of you love the intro music, and I promise it will be back. However, I like to get to videos quicker. With this intro, we can get right to it. That way you guys don't have to sit through a 20 or 30-second intro, and we can just get right to the video. So today I want you guys to check out some new UFO footage, as well as to talk about a little bit the COVID-19 virus and some of the theories going on around the internet as to where it had originated, whether it's natural.
Yeah, so that should be like loss of ads here for him, since he wants to talk about the virus. He hasn't cottoned on. But yeah, he's lying through his teeth. Lion's Ground got it taken down on Patreon because of the logo. He got the guy from China to sign over copyright, and Google didn't believe it and deleted his channel straight outright. Didn't bother phoning him up. It was really rude of them. And as far as I'm concerned, they're in the wrong, because all the other people saw as legit copyright infringement using the logo that he sold on t-shirts. He even took it down. But only Google protected them. Again. And they still are.
or whether it is man-made. But first, let's check out some really cool UFO footage now.
Yeah, we don't
Remember,
rewatch that.
Shrouded in being cast down onto the surface of the moon.
Yeah.
And it's no secret that the moon
Doesn't say it's
my
fake.
favorite topics of this channel ever since I started it. The moon and its very mysteries. The fact that it is shrouded in strange UFO sightings, happenings, what have you.
And rocks from impacts from meteorites.
This is a very exciting video to show you guys, because I believe the moon definitely holds many secrets. And so
that looks like it's been artificial colored as well.
Of multiple objects passing over the moon, casting shadows down on the surface, and I assure you, they are not one of ours. So check this out.
He still hasn't played it. We're on a skim past still that.
Be sure to check that out and tell me what you think about this footage. It definitely.
Oh, well, he's not the expert. You got to tell him what he should be thinking.
Looks like we have multiple objects, possibly cylindrical in shape, passing over the moon, just like we have seen many times in the past. So with that, let's move on to our next piece of UFO footage. This time captured by someone who is monitoring the 24/7 live feed of the International Space Station. As many of you know, the International Space Station has multiple cameras on it, and there's a live feed.
Is that the one we debunked a couple of weeks ago?
It doesn't matter what time of day. And we have captured some very, very mysterious and unexplained things.
Yeah, called lens flare, light reflections.
Orbiting Earth.
So you can see the sun is over here. It's reflecting off a solar panel here, straight back at the camera. So whereabouts was the UFO?
Piece of footage where someone has spotted what looks like an object sitting above Earth, reflecting light from the sun as the International
See the
Space
lights
Station
changing here, the sun
videos
position.
roll. So check this out.
So the sun's coming around. It's now going to start reflection straight at the camera. And there it is.
Okay, so definitely looks like an object sitting amidst this large cloud covering.
Yeah, right, mate.
It's just
you cut off the where it's reflecting from.
Clouds reflect light in a different way. And when you have something such as a
there it
metallic
is.
object,
It's got the same shape. See that? It's a UFO shape even. Look. You can see it's a clear reflection back at the glass window here. You can see here it looks like a UFO shape even. Round, reflecting off the rim, so it forms a saucer shape. It's so obvious, you know. No-brainer if you're an expert that you look at this stuff all the time. You can see here, there's the UFO shape going on. I know there was some footage of them releasing from the International Space Station some garbage that burnt up in the atmosphere. I don't think, I'm not sure if that's the same mission or not. But even those were reflecting light off, right? We went over that before. But to me, that looks straight away, looks like it's reflection off that bit up in the sky here. Way to tell that it's not a UFO, to see what happens when the sun disappears. Does the object disappear? Of course, you're not going to see that on a fake UFO channel. So what's the next one?
UFO footage that comes from Cerro de San Felipe, which is in Mexico, of a very,
balloon.
Very strange object. I can't figure out what it is. Could it be balloons? Could it be something man-made? I have no idea. But it looks to fly through the sky, land
entertainment
down into the mountain
is its channel,
and then take off again. And this was posted by Hikuri2 of what he called an alien sighting.
Oh yeah, let's zoom in.
This is a little bit longer of a video, but trust me, it is well worth the watch.
Oh, here we go.
Very strange object.
Looks like a balloon straight away.
A balloon or something of that nature would just continue floating through the sky. But this thing looks as if it lands and then goes back up. And well, here is that footage.
Well, someone could have released another balloon, of course. So where's the UFO? Is he going to zoom in on it? No, he's going to do a quick nasty edit. Oh, we got some noise effects happening. What does that noise mean? Susan. Oh, super chat. Hey, it works. What does it say? Dollar signs. So right, so they've changed it. Super chat. Oh yeah, SS. Oh well, at least that works. Did it have a dancing alien on the screen? Thanks. $5. Where'd you get $5 from? Okay, let's have a look at this footage again. Okay. Kind of looks like a Milo balloon there. A bunch of Milo balloons spinning. Looks like 3 of them joined together there. So what happens is one pops. Oh, you can see it's a bunch of balloons. Come on. Mexico. I suppose get enough gust of wind to go back up again. You know, you get a few pop, comes down, gust of wind takes it back up again. Or one of the balloons drops off, so you've got less weight, right? One pops. Looks like there's a few pops there actually. They break off and then it goes back up again because it hasn't got the extra weight. Come on, keep it on course, mate. Where's it gone now? Bunch of balloons, Milo balloons. Oh, this is ridiculous. Shapeshifter. So he's padding this one out. He could have skipped a lot of this rubbish. He could have just zoomed in, kept it stabilized. I'm trying to keep it stabilized for you while zooming in. But it's a bit hard because this guy's going all over the place. It looks like it's over a forest line here. Valley. Where you get the gusts of winds that sort of crop up from nowhere. Now this is the sort of thing also UFO seekers would do as well. They'd film a bunch of balloons that pop in, come down, and claim it's a X-craft. And he also used to give material to Secureteam to use. And as most people that want to build up their channel, they hoaxers work with hoaxers, bigger channels to try and build up their own channel. Some gullible UFO people. Now you can see that looks like some of the balloons are now trying to break off there actually. They're starting to get looser. Yeah, look. Exciting note. So where did it go back up? It didn't go back up, did it?
What do you
so it's going further and further into a valley there.
think? Was it something natural? Was it a balloon? I have no
He
idea.
knows it's a bunch of balloons. This guy is such a bad lawyer.
Opinions down below. And lastly today, I'd like to briefly touch on the COVID.
Yeah, we don't want to go on the COVID-19 stuff. I think people are getting sick of hearing about it, right? A real comeback. Oh, really exciting. We touch on COVID-19. Good to see new material. Yeah, right, mate. More lies, more deception. How the hell do they see that so far? Even zoomed in, it's hard to see. Yeah, when I zoomed it in with the editor there, screen magnifier, we could see clearly it was balloons. Yes, Men in Black in action. The moon footage is fantastic. So here we go. So this is why Tyler is bad for the UFO field. If you want truth and real stuff, this is why he's so dangerous. Suckers and all these people here. Oh, this one's having a little mummy fit. Mum, I can't explain. Tyler's back. Fantastic. Honestly, Tyler, I skipped most of the intros. I watched that video that was deleted after 57 minutes. It was about the doctor. Okay, I haven't even watched this yet. Just wanted to say I'm glad to see you back. The second object in Mexico looks like a living metallic being. Oh dear. Everywhere this virus broke out. I tell you, Tyler, some of the strangest things going on in the world right now. Yeah, strange things that Tyler hasn't been thrown in prison yet. He's probably got Hillary Clinton working for him. Tyler, are you actually back? No. I only watched this channel because of how intriguing the idea of extraterrestrials are. Well, John, you ain't gonna learn much off this channel. Of Tyler's channel, I mean. The first video clearly looks like some kind of craft flying over the surface of the moon. No, it's CGI, mate. Sometimes we all need a little time away, in prison. Welcome back, Tyler. So, how many comments has he got? Obviously, a lot of zombies. Already 3,000 comments. How long ago did he put it up? 1 hour ago, wasn't it? 3,000 comments in an hour. Breathe in the chemtrails. Yeah, that's why you watch Tyler's channel, mate. You're breathing too much something else, I think. He is back. Glad to see you. Hey, bro, welcome back. Insomnia team. Dopey team, it should be called. Yeah. So I should be using my stamps, shouldn't I? I should be saying nonsense. Liar. Busted. Fraud. They're coming up. There's probably a whole heap on the screen. All overlaid. Yeah, the biggest one there was liar, of course. And of course, my favourite for Secureteam is that one there. Remember, he did all these fake voices on this troll video I did. I might just make it a small window.
And I am dumb, 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 and I am dumb.
Yes, my name is Ken, and I work as an astronomer and a scientist for a government agency. That is all that I can say at this time.
Yes, my name is Ken, and I work as an astronomer and a scientist for a government agency. That is all that I can say at this time.
My name is Dr. Eric Norton, and I have worked as an outside consultant for the NSA and NASA for going on 12 years now.
My name is Dr. Eric Norton, and I have worked as an outside consultant for the NSA and NASA for going on 12 years now.
The date is June 29th, 2008, 6:32 p.m. I'm creating this message to let...
The date is June 29th, 2008, 6:32 p.m. I'm creating this message to let
Yes, my name is Ken.
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 Yes, my name is Ken. Ken.
Disinformation artist. Disinformation artist.
I just got Savage handed to me, so I just left that playing for a wee while. But you can see there, that was always voices sped up and slowed down from the fake videos that he made, just to prove that he could be decloaked quite easily. And the disinformation artist was a clip he said on a particular live stream that he did. Was it a live stream? It was a video anyway. He said, I think it's the one where he talked about the seagulls in Seattle. And people started getting onto him, saying he was a disinformation artist because he's gone to the dark side debunking stuff, which was hilarious. It's probably the first video where he actually told the truth, and people, all the gullible people started attacking him over it. But yeah, they're saying he was a disinformation artist, so he repeated it. So I just grabbed the clip off that, just to add it onto the end of all the other fake voices that he did. Because he is a disinformation artist. He does it for the money. In fact, he may even be hired by the government to create a channel for doing exactly this, you know, and creating disinformation out there. He seems to have a lot of lives, Tyler. Seems a lot of people seem to protect him. Especially with that logo, you know, and deleting Lions Ground instead of deleting his YouTube channel, which should have happened in my book. So, move on from Tyler. Alright. I'll just catch up on the side here. Yes, he does. If I try to post a comment like Tyler is a fraud, or you can try it yourself, you'll see your message will be up for about 30 seconds and then it will magically, silently ghost itself. So unless you log out, you don't know your message has been removed. You have to log out and then go back and check and see that see if your message is still there. He's got lots of keywords that he's got in his block list. All to do with him, especially the titles of my videos where I expose him. One of the, if you type in, go and watch, try and Google smoking gun Secureteam 10. If you try to put that in a comment, it will vanish. But if you search on Google, you'll see that my debunk video will be on the top of the listings, unless Google have changed things again. Yeah. What I found is if you insert random numbers in various words in the sentence, especially the keyword ones which are banned, you can get around the censorship. Google enable them even further by doing that. And yeah, it's quite disgusting, really. Okay, what have we got here? Ah, right. Greer's got a new movie out. What's it called? Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind, I think it's called. So already people are debunking it. Germany in '93 was just a light advertising blimp. Something like this. Okay. So already people are debunking it. This is the problem with Greer and all these other frauds out there. A new Skinwalker Ranch show on History Channel talks for one of the classic UFO hunter mistakes. Not recognizing internal extraction. Why did the team crack senators not notice this? Well, I can't say I noticed any flares. What they're talking about. Was that when they were doing the laser thing? I think the expert on there said it was a reflection. It was splitting
On
the
the
beam.
History Channel's Skinwalker show, they used one of these cheap lasers to illuminate a nearby hillside. They
But it
move it
wasn't,
around
though.
and they notice that there's another light moving around.
There's two.
It wasn't a cheap laser, it was like on a big stand. It was one of these great big high-powered lasers. So is Mick West wrong?
Look. Do that again.
That'll probably get flagged, won't it? So this is Secret of Skinwalker Ranch.
How is it doing that?
So he doesn't explain why the battery suddenly drained then. They just focus on one part of it that they missed. But it wasn't a lens reflection, was it? Let's go back to it again. I suppose it could be. Little thing. Little circle. But didn't they see it with their eyes? So I'm not too sure about if Mick West is correct there. Because were they watching it on the screen or watching it with their eyes? They could see two images. I'd have to watch the show again. Debunkers are not always right, of course, you know. Sometimes they get it wrong. Especially ones that are go out their way to debunk stuff, right? He's like a Mr. Class, Mick West. He actually banned me because I picked up on something that he did and he didn't like what I said, so he blocked me. Which I've talked about in previous lives. Zion reckons this show is terrible. I don't believe so. I think they're finding out some strange stuff that's finally happening. And it's early days yet, so we're only up to episode 2. So everybody's jumping on the bandwagon there. I'd have to re-watch the footage again myself. So what else we got here? Oh, they're saying another fraud in community. What, Mick West? Okay. It is if he deletes and bans people. Real truth, it doesn't do that. Unless the person's swearing and being nasty. But if someone makes a comment about something, you either address it, you don't simply just ban them. So we got Stephen Greer still spreads those lights from Vero Beach, taken 2015 as C5 event. Oh right, that was the military flare exercise out the coast. Yep. He charges people $2,000 a head as well. So yeah, this shows that Stephen Greer is just a con man, and I still wonder if he was really any good, or any of it was actually true about him. Now, especially if he's still putting out stuff like this, still claiming it to be legit. So yeah, what's this one? Another one from Stephen Greer's CO5. So this guy kind of repeats over and over again, as you can see here. Scott Brando repeats the same thing with different angles, different videos of the same debunk pretty much. I prefer to do one and then later on do a live stream and put it into a video, so more people get to see it. So again, you're still on about the same footage. And the same footage still, is it? Terrestrial aliens, it's a cropped image of a lens flare. Alright, yep, lens flare. So it looks like they're pulling apart Stephen Greer's movie. Is it free to watch somewhere, is it? That looks like a flares drop again. Lights over Russia, cluster flares, yep, it looks like a flare drop. Oh, it looks like Stephen Greer's lost it this time with the latest movie then. I just watched the documentary Stephen Greer Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind. Okay. Texas Skydivers, good one. Now, if this guy was, Stephen Greer was legit, he would be definitely working with some of the debunkers, and the stuff that he can't debunk, that should be what he should be putting up as real evidence. And unfortunately, a lot of it will be stuff without any video footage. It'll be eyewitness accounts. And of course, skeptics discount eyewitness accounts because people make mistakes. But yeah, I don't know. From 300 feet away, 500 feet away, you think military people are going to make a mistake of what they're seeing? I don't think so. If it's just a light far away, yeah, maybe. D-Long. Oh, right. Yeah, I was meant to bring that one up. Remember I was talking about a MUFON case? So here it is here. Remember that she was filming the 5 lights slowly in the sky? I said that either it's reflection of lights behind or it's actually a plane dropping illumination flares. Remember that one? Looks like he's picked up on it. That proves that we independently looked at this, since both said it was military exercise. So a plane's going along this direction, dropping flares. And of course, once the plane's out of range, they light up, 5 minutes into the drop.
6.
It's amazing how many people get caught out by illumination parachute flares. Especially in California. They should see them all the time. San Diego, right? Those bright spots were CGI. So we got another CGI here. This one here. And Coast to Coast has put it up. Siberia. Have we got some stills? No. So CGI. 3 white lights in the sky, apparently. Can't quite see it really well there. Not sure how they can't say it's balloons, but there must be a glitch in the video. Was there any more? Fact check. It must be on this one. Like I said, he normally posts 3 to 5 different things on his thing about the same debunk that he does. Okay, we can see it a wee bit better there. 3 lights in the sky. He's saying they're not synchronized. Well, it looks like the lights are definitely moving in towards each other there. So they can't be on the ends of a triangle craft, can they? Look, it's wrong shaped triangle there. Blinking. Oh, I don't know. Here comes there's a motion tracking error. Not too sure on that one. Not sure if he's right. But it looks a bit suspect. I'll give him that. Could easily be CGI. It's a bit hard to tell CGI sometimes. So when they're panning up, they were saying they're moving in. I don't know. It's not convincing to me, his debunks. That's the problem half the time with Scott. He needs to explain what tracking error is to people that understand what tracking error is, right? Got to really break it down to person's terms so you can really explain it to someone that this is why it's fake, you know. What's this one? Weird YouTuber Gene Michael. The guy published that video. I suppose as fake CI deleted the story in French. Deleted the story in French about it, reported a few days ago. So that's the moon footage again. So he does a lot on that. What's this one here? Hoax promoters. Those lights from St. Burgers show land in Russia. Nope, it's military exercise. I think that one is fairly obvious. You can see their flares, can't you? Flare drop, you know, it doesn't take too much of a brain cell to work that one out. And we know the maximum burn time for a military flare like that is about 5 minutes. So if those lights are longer than 5 minutes, and a Chinese lantern is 12 minutes. So if the lights stay in the sky for 20 minutes, we know they can't be flares, they can't be Chinese lanterns. Of course, the videos always end within 2 minutes. Anyways, enough on Scott. Okay, so another show on TV that's super bad is Paranormal Caught on, I say tape here, but it's actually camera. I think there was a movie series, documentary series called Caught on Tape, or Caught on Film. They've just changed the name of it to camera. 90% of it's easily debunked, especially this guy here. Obviously send it in. This Jason Gleaves claims to be an aerospace, what's it, and ex-Air Force and all that sort of business. And I've debunked every video he's put up here. So this obviously is a bird flying across the plane window that has been stretched out with rolling shutter effect. And also motion blur. I've got a video up on this debunk for it. Did I post the link here? So if you go and watch that, you see how I break it down with examples. It's definitely not a UFO, because even if you look at the picture, right, if you look at that snapshot that they have on the TV show, you can see it's not a solid craft. You can see it has black shape inside it. You can see it really whispery there on the ends, which suggests motion blur. And you can see here, I can't quite get to it here. On this right hand side, you can see it sort of has a different shape that looks like ends of a wing of a bird that's gliding past. Looks like it's going this direction, but I'd have to check the video again. But if you get roll and shutter, a bird is there, it's moved to there before the chip in the camera has processed the image, so it ends up being a long streak. And sometimes when you put it through filters, he's put it through his own filters here and made it into more of a UFO shape. But when you do it properly, you see that you can see the repeating this of a bird flapping its wings going past the plane. I think it flaps its wings once or twice because it's on sort of air currents. So it's coming down, it's sort of gliding down, going across the screen. Yeah, so that's what the guy looks like. Does it look like someone that you'd trust to be trustworthy? To me, he doesn't. He looks like someone's out to make a buck. He doesn't even understand. He classes himself as a video analysis, and he doesn't even understand basic camera artifacts. And yet, Open Minds are friends with him and promote him. I think Open Minds are stupid. They've banned me, but they allow this guy. In fact, I got banned over this guy, saying that he's a wannabe video analysis, and they banned me from the group. They know I'm correct. Okay, on to the Nightcrawler or Skinwalker footage. So before we get onto that, so you've probably seen this footage on the news channels, which people are seeing as a boy with his underwear on his head and walking like a frog, which is exactly what it is. Let me just cue it up here.
Just about court video from La Junta in southeastern Colorado. All right, Vivian Gomez wrote on Facebook that her security camera captured this on Sunday morning. There are people on Facebook who say it looks like...
Look, you can see the door open shadow up here. See that? Coming from the building.
Captured this on Sunday morning. There are people
door
on Facebook
opens,
who say
kid
it
comes
looks like
out.
Dobby from Harry Potter, or a ghost or an alien, or a kid in flip-flops and underwear. We think it looks like Lisa doing her Sunday morning dance. I don't know. Yeah? Lisa, were you in La Junta on Sunday? I know she was.
These news channels talk utter crap, don't they? But you can clearly see it's a kid. There's no Nightcrawler or Skinwalker about it.
The video has been seen by 11 million camera.
Why does it disappear? Because they probably cut the footage there, probably. Is it underwear on his head, or is it a latex mask of a alien?
As wrote on...
It's hard to know.
Southeastern Colorado. All right.
But to me, it looks very similar to this other footage, also put on TV. Let's see, I've got various snapshots of it. And I'll play it in sequence. So this is another one that's appeared on security camera. Looks the same, so for this time I think it's a female in a black dress, and she's got her hands clamped together behind her back, and she's walking like a frog as well. Could be the same person, who knows. Looks like it's got the same type of head mask on. And you can see here they claim it's a Nightcrawler. It has its knee joints going in the opposite direction. You can clearly see this person is definitely walking. And you can see it's got bare feet and bare legs. And just crouching Just a skinny kid. Because they're the enhanced ones I did here. With the brighter colours. And of course you can see the corruption occurring due to low light and noise. So you can see it's definitely a girl walking along there. Right. And these talking heads on the show are saying, oh yeah, you can see its knees are bent in the wrong direction. You can see here the thigh, leg and foot. So I did some enhancements of it. To explain it. Girl in latex mask and black dress. Stooping. Hood or mask there. You can see here a black dress. It's quite short dress. Even looks like she might have some boobs there. And you can see here, it looks like her arm going behind her back. Looks like it's a short sleeve dress there. You can see her thigh, knee joint. Normal size female. Looks a wee bit, maybe a wee bit tall and skinny, but and then the foot coming down here and just bending at a funny shape, right? So yeah. So what are we up to here? Front of the main fuselage, it was said distance could fly that distance. Well, bird will fly close to a plane because we get bird strikes. Also, they get fairly large beetle bugs that fly the altitude there as well. There's only like 1,000 feet up. Yeah, not too sure what hole you're talking about there. Robert, good on you. Put him behind bars. He should be in jail for defrauding people for 3 years, so he never does it again. Yeah, he could be right about the lens flare reflection, but if they saw it with their own eyes, then it would discount that being thing. And it wasn't a handheld laser, was it? It was like a proper torch, you know, like they use on disco, lighting up clouds. It wasn't just a handheld torch they were flying around. It's just ridiculous. I wish that, you know, when they're not factual like that, that puts their credibility in question. Yeah, thanks Susan for donating. At least it tested it out. At least someone donated something today. MUFON can talk a load of crap and people throw $100 at them. That's the sort of money you need to pay for licenses anyway. I got a $100 bill coming up soon. So that's life, you know. Run the channel from your own pocket. Hopefully we'll get some more ad money in time as well. Now we got it back to cover costs. If I had it from the beginning and instead of them taken away, I probably would have made probably $300, which would have covered at least 1/3 of a laptop anyway. And sort of like a few licenses. It would have covered the Minicam license that I had to buy back that time because OBS wasn't cutting it. So yeah, I'll just post that link to the picture there so you can have a look at it yourself if you want to. Nightcrawler. Hopefully I don't get hit with copyright infringement, even though it's fair use for critical review. It should be okay, I hope. Where's the link? Did I not copy it? What happened there? I must have stuffed up. Yep. How are we going for time? I suppose we got more time today because I started it earlier. And the Nightcrawler one. Do you want the link to that? I don't know. So it almost looks like the same character to me. Secureteam one. It's amazing what ends up on the news as aliens and UFOs. It just makes a mockery of the UFO field. Of course, they make fun of it and joke about it, and then people forget about it. So this is the next one here. I actually did find a video of this on a newspaper, so I guess it's fair use. But again, this is similar to one that I did with MUFON, where you couldn't work out it was. And it's actually a kite being flying around that's only illuminating the tower. So here's the video. California, bizarre snake-like UFO spotted in the sky. See if we can play it while I eat some more sandwich. So you can see how it's moving in the sky. Well, he's going to play or not. There we go. And you can see the LED lights are going up and down, creating a black patch in it. And it's not a sky critter, it's just a night kite. So they interviewed the people on the show, and they got better footage than this clip here. Also, they got some colour footage that had some blue in it. So you can see it was like white and red and blue LEDs. And the guy says, I don't know what it is. All the people think it's a UFO, right? So that's all we got on that. So why don't these newspapers go to people proper video analysis? Because they don't want to, because they know it's debunkable, provable that it's just a LED kite. So they get people coming into these interest clips here, millions of people, and they can put up all this ads on the screen and rake in the money. Of course, they don't want the truth out there. They just want to con everybody. So that's the sky snake, which is just a lead kite. Again, UFO snake. Just crazy. Close tab. Okay, these are some of the characters on TV which are blabbing nonsense about these videos, which annoys the hell out of me. And to me, it looks really bit like Blake Cousins, right? But this guy got famous on a show called Haunted Collector, meant to be like the tech specialist, but he's certainly not a video analysis guy. It's the sort of person that Dolan would have on his show, I said here. Because he likes bullshitters. Brian Cano. So I actually did find a link. At first I didn't know what show he was from. I thought he was on Ancient Aliens, because that's where they have these talking heads. that know nothing. Here we go. So this is the crazy, crappy show. I watch it and almost have a heart attack every episode, thinking, oh no, the misinforming people. It's just as bad as Tyler's channel. I was wondering they haven't got him on there talking, offered him a contract. So Susan Slaughter. She's gone blonde. She used to be dark hair. She originally come from Ghost Hunters International, I think. Talks utter crap. Terrible UFO analysis, as well as terrible paranormal investigator. Comes to analyzing submitted videos. What is your process? And so this is what she's saying. When I receive videos for analysis, the very first thing I look up is the general region of where the video is shot, what country, state, what mountain ranges. Obviously he's not very good at it. Should see if it's been debunked first. I find that most of the viewers are big believers. Yep. They're definitely going to be Secureteam fans watching this one. Derek Hayes. Is that how you say that? Derek Hayes. Monsters Among Us. That's another show that was... is that one of those shows that was rednecky? And I thought, oh, this is all set up and staged. Is that the one? It's one of the shows I probably don't watch because I thought that's just BS. You see him popping up a lot on season 2 of Paranormal Caught on Camera. And then we got this one here, Sapphire. I'm not sure what she's meant to be an expert on or where she's from. First time I've seen her was on that show. Here's this ponytail guy, paranormal researcher, but on a number of related TV shows. One of its Haunted Collector. Lynn McNeil, another talking head. First I've heard of her as well. I think some of these run their own paranormal podcasts, don't they? Aaron Sagers, journalist. So fairly clear what he's into. Writing up stories about paranormal. So probably could be someone that works for publishes stories for UK tabloids. Yes, and so on. So I'll just post that there if you want to read up on these guys, but they're just shocking. Okay. Tyler's buddy. So someone's posted comments there. What's that one? Blake Cousins. Yes. Okay, moving on to Ghost Hunters reboot. There's a new season out. Kind of strange how they changed. The show got cancelled and they're back again on a new channel. Instead of just changing the name of the team, why not just call it Ghost? Or something else. Ghost. I don't know. Hunting sounds stupid, doesn't it? Ghost Catchers or Chasers or something like that, something else. So it's like a new show instead of trying to reboot it. because it's confusing. Because now they got that Grant guy that's the lead investigator with some pretty face woman. What's her name? Chris on there for ratings, and a few other investigators. But they do a good job, better than the old cast, and they try and debunk stuff at least. But the latest episode, they caught some strange stuff on which you'd have to see it to believe it, but when I watched it, I knew it wasn't an insect the way it was moving. So this one was actually moving like those night kites were. It's like a sky snake orb that's leaving a trail of light behind it. So yeah, go and definitely check out the first 2 episodes there. And see what I mean. It's called Electron Multiplying Camera. So first I've heard of this technology. Let's see if we can find out some information on it actually. Yeah, they had like several of these lights in the room doing all this, and you can't see it with your normal eyes. And so they tried to replicate it, and with dust and bugs, and the closest thing they got was a match burning and moving through the thing like a sparkler. You know how you get the streaky pattern with a sparkler? That's the closest they could get to it. So yeah, obviously no one was in the room with a match there. So yeah, definitely paranormal. But Nick West will probably have explanation for it, won't he? So let's have a look. Electron multiplying camera. So I wish sometimes skeptics would actually maybe go and do their own ghost hunting thing and try and debunk it the same way. Go to the same locations or whatever. See if they can capture the same effect. Apparently the backstory was that guests would stay in the hotel there, and they would see this mist forming and go between 2 particular rooms, and sure enough that happened when they were filming it. So yeah, when you get a story that matches out what they capture, adds more credibility to it. So Electron multiplying camera. So Electron multiplication CC camera. So is it CC, is it? Device in which solid state electron multiplying register has been added to the end of the normal register. The electron multiplying register allows weak signals to be multiplied before readout noise is added. So if it's really, really, really faint, what they're saying is this amplifies up into a brighter thing on the screen. So there we go. And it's CCD, so it doesn't suffer from the roll and shutter. That's what they're saying there, but this one says CMOS camera. More sensitive than a electron multiplying CCD. So some new technology here. It's got to add. What is electron multiplying camera? We've got some information here. Oxford. Well, have we got any technical specs on it? Oh, here we go. So it's like turning up the brightness, really, isn't it? But it's doing it at hardware level. That's quite a good one there. We'll just paste that there. Now we need more of this technology in the UFO field. We need more. It needs to be cheaper. More people have it. They need to have it on smartphones, right? They need a thermal sensor on smartphones, night vision, and maybe something like this. And you can just select which one you want, and that will be the ultimate device. And it's like if everybody's got it on their phones, it makes it really, really cheap, because then that pays for the R&D, right? Electron multiplying camera. What do you call it? Info. I suppose I'll do. Bigfoots. 3 hours is difficult for me. Depends if you're really interested, I guess, Tommy. If you can't watch it all in one go, just break it up during the week, because we only do it in the weekend, don't we? So, but I have got Bigfoot episodes. If you've not seen them, go and check them out. Just go to the search thing and type Bigfoot. But I have got a playlist as well. And here's the ones here. Bigfoot UFO connection, Bigfoot vocals. There's a playlist there. Everything Bigfoot. Bigfoot stories, 911 stories. And of course, Mojave Deserts does a lot of stuff on Bigfoot. Although I'm not sure what's happened to him, whether he's died or decided to give up on it. But he had a few good stories up there. Another show here. I talk about Bigfoot image. What else we got? Yeah, the thing on Naked and Alive. There was like a dark shadow in the background, which I thought was a Bigfoot until 4K image come out. And then straight away I could see it was shadow play. But still, it was interesting. It formed a typical shape of a Bigfoot. And everybody was focused on the hoodie thing in it. KKK stuff. Because the woman was talking about that she was having paranormal attachments before she came on the show. It's not the sort of thing you want to join you, as someone that's got paranormal attachments on a campfire. Sunday Life, what was that one about? But anyway, there's another one that looks like a horse. They claim was a Bigfoot. A horse caught on security camera. Trail camera. Roberts talked about Bigfoot cases on that one. So all those must have the word Bigfoot somewhere in it, unless Google's messed up their search. But anyway, moving on. So let's talk about how it works, technical side of it. We won't bother too much with that. You can see it goes in quite a bit of depth there. You got the link in the side if you want to go and check it out. There's the image from the show. It's not the best snapshot, but you can see here the streaky bit. Of course, also there was quite a good few things on with aliens this week. The Dead Files, they had an episode recently. What is it now? Well, they got Amy in to investigate paranormal activity going on, and in the end she said it was aliens, or some of it was aliens and some of it was paranormal. So paranormal and aliens seem to go hand in hand. But you can see here the streak here. Looks like a orb that's leaving like a vapor trail. That would be because of the electrons that amplify in the low light. So it makes you wonder what we're going to see in future if the camera technology is getting better and better all the time. They're talking about the ES CMOS sensor. Probably Sony does a lot of development on that sort of stuff. Low light cameras. Amazing stuff. Okay, Area 503 is another copycat on Secureteam. Won't spend too much time on him again, but he's put out this video here. Let's have a look. Oh,
What the hell?
What the hell?
What do you guys think? Are these UFOs or something else? I say UFOs spotted. And I gotta tell you, this thing really looks like it could be one of those Tic Tac UFOs. Only it wasn't captured moving quickly. It was filmed while it was just hovering in both cases. But other than that, it definitely matches the description of the Tic Tac UFO. So I'm going to go ahead and file both of these sightings away in my UFO files, and we will go ahead and move on to our next sighting, which was filmed while...
Straight away it's got that background music to make it a bit more eerie and spooky and dramatic and sensational. And the sort of the low whispery type voice there, same as Tyler. With I wonder how long he practices re-editing that, because often you get it scripted down and you miss up a word and you have to repeat it again. I wonder how many takes he takes. But yeah, let's have a look at these two. Remember that Utah one off the white plane that everyone said was a Tic Tac UFO? Straight away, once I see that again, I think aeroplane. So we've got one in Argentina here. That almost has a different shape to a plane. I don't think it's CGI. It looks like it could even be a parachute coming down. I'm not sure where the original sources are, and this one here looks like the straight line with the taper happening. So it looks like it's going to be a small plane of some kind, 10-passenger one. So you can see here, it looks like it's tapering up. You can't see the tail fin because it gets cut off by the sensors on the camera. Hasn't got enough light to detect it, but it looks like it tapers off there, goes up to a tail fin, and you can see here it's got some little white bits underneath. That looks like possible wing in the middle there. So that's a small jet, that one. This one here. Let's see if we can go back to it.
Cylinder UFO just hovering out there. Let's take a look at...
Okay, because straight away you can see that he took the footage from another passenger jet where airplanes fly past. So it looks like it's above a low cloud here. Fog cloud. So that's obviously another jet in the distance, right? Coming to or going away from the airport. But this other one here, I'm not too sure. Has he got any other footage for it? That one's obvious plane. Could that be the Argentina one again? It could be. Let's see, is it another plane, that one then? Or was it a spot on the window? Because we're going through layers of glass here, perspex. 3 layers of perspex, and 2 layers of perspex and 1 glass. We can see a reflection on the window there. You can see a lot of reflections on the window. So that one is also in the sky. I think it's just a cloud. That one, it's got the shape of a parachute though. But I don't think it'd be a parachute at that altitude. I think it's just a little small cloud. That one. And the other one. It doesn't show, I suppose. But anyway, he's pretty sucky, this guy. So he's growing pretty fast though. 971. And he just puts up a lot of videos to try to fill in where Tyler's not. Let's see, 1 day ago, 1 week ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. So he's keeping it to one every week. 1 month, 1 month, 1 month, 1 month. Looks like 1 a week at the moment. 10-minute videos, 15, 16 minutes. And of course they do 10 minutes is because, what's the reason for that? Once they get ads, approved for ads, they can put more in the middle at the end of a video. And the longer it is, the more ads you can put into it. The more money you make from it from one viewer. So 5 ads are better than 1, right? And that's what Tyler did. So he's got billions of views, right? Multiply it by how many ads in a video. 1 cent a view, and take off some for ad blocker, and you can work out his earnings. You'll see it's easily $1.5 million of ad money Tyler has made. So yeah, he's laughing. So of course that's ad views. You also get more if people click on the ads, I think. And years ago they paid a lot more than 1 cent a view as well. Unfortunately, I started my UFO channel too late. So guess what? A UFO channel, Third Phase of the Moon, are claiming to have busted the moon one, which is a funny as. Because right before here, they got one with the Russian flare drop. You know, it's just stupid. Are they trying to get credibility? What's that? 36,000 views. And what's this one here? Looks like a rocket launch gone wrong. So I don't know. You'd have to look up the rocket launch database, I guess. What's this BS? They're getting closer. CGI, that one.
Yeah.
And get rid of the music. So what is it? One of those stormtrooper balloons in the sky? Oh, it looks like it. It looks like it's some type of balloon. They don't zoom in much, do they? Oh yeah, there's the stormtrooper. It's Jesus. They said Jesus on the video, wasn't it? Was that the same one on Paranormal Caught on Tape? I think they did that one as well. So it's some sort of character balloon there. Which is a load of them. Well, the famous Stormtrooper one first. And they're like adult size, so they look like flying humanoids. Images. There it is. They're fairly big. You can get Darth Vader one as well. And also, you can't discount hot air balloons in the distance, which have character balloons as well. So it could be a hot air balloon even, and you can't see the little basket underneath. Because they're quite massive and could be quite a fair distance away. You got character balloons. There's a whole heap of them. I'll just try that first. So these are little Milo ones, handheld ones. Spider-Man, Minion, Tweety Pie, Mickey Mouse. I'll probably have to put full-size balloons in. And they're not cheap. I think they're about $100. So to let that go up in the sky, can't even spell character there. Full human size helium balloon. See what that comes up with. Oh, that's a big one. That Stormtrooper come up. Spider-Man. And these ones here. What the hell is that? Oh, right, the capsule, space capsule. And they're going to launch it from a weather balloon just to really confuse people. Looks like it might be an experiment actually. Someone's going up with a weather balloon. Looks like Virgin would do, right? Go inside a little thing. It has a parachute on the top there once it releases. So what's that one say there? Caption. The world's wildest skydiver acquires the world's biggest balloon. So it's a high altitude balloon taking up one man, and this thing that he's going to jump out of, maybe. By the looks of it. Airship. Some other big character balloons here. Anyway, it goes on and on. You can search yourself if you want to. So more crap being put up by third phase on the moon. What are we looking at here? That wasn't the advertising balloon one, was it?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Definitely not a plane or a helicopter.
Okay, let's see what we can see here. Does look like a Chinook helicopter, doesn't it? Or regular helicopter. Advertising blimp. That's got away. Where's it gone? Advertising blimp. Kind of looks like it's fish-like. It's got a fin which is similar to a helicopter as well. Whereabouts is it though? Out in the desert. So you can see how much he zooms in on that. So it could even be over a small town there, or business. Advertising blimp.
There, get up there.
What's he getting excited about?
Dia muter ininya. Iya anjing.
The video captured over Tombstone, Arizona was uploaded March 29, 2020, just a few days ago, but it was from a little time ago that Ndika Wijaya captured the video. But at the moment we're looking at it, he said it was stationary for a couple hours. Whatever it is, he doesn't have a clue.
Well, that rules out helicopter.
He wonders if it's some kind of military experimental craft being performed over a base of some sort near Tombstone. Anybody out there
advertising balloon
information if they've seen anything like this in Arizona near Tombstone? Let us know. Brett, what's your thoughts here? Yeah, taking a closer look, I was looking at it and I was thinking, could this be an aviation balloon doing an experiment, or looking out for any sort of aircraft that might be in the area? Is there an airport in this vicinity?
Yeah, I know they do use them on the border control, where the wall is. They have blimps up there that have cameras, sensors. Does that look like it's in that direction? It probably is, isn't it? So it could be one of their surveillance blimps they use that's got radar on it. But again, they should be putting that up on a UFO channel. They should do the research first, and if they can prove that it's none of those, unless they want to put it up there and say, well, we checked out this and this and this, and it's definitely related to a military exercise, then that's good. But they don't. They just put it up there. What is it? Talk about nonsense about it, and sucker people in, right? And claim it's alien craft.
It's a sweet potato farm, and there's nobody around for miles, and it's along the coast. It's a really amazing area.
So other rubbish they're filling in there to pad it out past 10 minutes. Yeah, so we had a look at the UFO videos on that one. So what's that TR3B got to do with it? So yeah, this is misleading. That should be, the channel should be taken down for that. And he's got a dog there. Not a pretty looking dog, is it? And of course they're going on here, it's busted.
Doing this live, and we wanted everybody to give us a...
So they're using their new color night vision camera they got, because they can afford it, you can see.
Thumbs up for sharing the videos from around the world in the time that we are. Because
you can see his smartphone. You can see the screen updating, it's causing a flash.
People want to find out what's really going on in the skies in regards to the UFO phenomenon. But can you believe what we're looking at right now? The technology. Actually, it's quite amazing. Under full moon, we're broadcasting right now,
but you can see how overexposed the moon is. Still not that great. It's not like you get with a telescope and you can see the craters and all that. So it still can be misleading.
Color infrared right now. This new technology. Let's go in our.
So let's just skim on a bit.
It's in regards to the moon and strange anomalies that casted shadows over the lunar surface. We actually don't want to share the video because we found out when we're looking at it through the person that uploaded it, It seems very suspicious. More likely, this moon.
He's a good one to
that's
talk,
making
isn't
the
he?
rounds, unfortunately, isn't the real deal. And we're looking at the video closer right here at Third Phase of Moon, and we see a lot of indication that this video is not legit. And unfortunately, if it were, we'd be posting it at Third Phase of Moon. Reached out to the person that
Of
shot
course
it,
you would.
and they're not actually giving us permission.
So instead,
to
they're
share.
he's gonna walk around in a circle, talk about it, and not actually show it because he doesn't want to show it because they're meant to be UFO experts, right? Okay, so he's still dribbling on here. Looks like that's all it is. Now let's just see what bullshit they're
How's the
saying.
psionics looking? Is it pretty cool spectrum color? What are we looking at? Brent's giving a big thumbs up.
People are saying it looks really good. They're impressed with the quality. Like,
Yeah, it is interesting because just a few years ago,
we don't even have any light going.
there's no artificial light. It's pitch dark besides
Still
the full
talking about the
moon.
camera.
If you were to
And won't they catch some UFOs with it? So looks like they got someone donating to them there.
to the UFO phenomenon, but can you believe what we're looking at right now? The technology. Actually, it's quite amazing.
Repeated it again.
At it, and I don't think it's a secret.
Why are they repeating it twice? Doesn't make any sense, does it? So they can get more super chat probably. So what else we got? The Russian flare drop.
Ну,
Yeah,
это, конечно, просто удивительно, что именно...
So obvious it's flares.
Я вижу именно из окна. Интересно, кто-нибудь еще снимает это чудо? Были до этого. Вот они нас... Конечно, аппарат хорошо так заснимет такую даль, но глазами...
See, less than 5 minutes. See what I was talking about the flares? If they can film the same flare staying lit for more than 5 minutes, then they can discount it. But it's gone.
Ну зачем ты так сделал? Мне сейчас котик стало хуже.
Oh, one of them's gone out anyway. Well, a couple of them gone out.
Ты бы лучше смотрел в бинокль, котик сам.
Ну, для истории бинокль не поможет. Надо видео оставить.
Looks like they're slowly getting lower and lower.
Глазами они переливаются и из одной точки в другую медленно курсируют в сторону.
Нет, глазами...
So more should be going out about now.
Спасибо. Извините.
No, we're not going to show us.
Ой. Так. Вот видите, они трясутся, как запятые сперматозоиды.
Hang on, did one just go out then?
Смотри, не видно.
Oh no, 4 still. One's fading.
Ну, звук записывается для истории.
Here you go, it's fading.
На руках, к сожалению, трясется на таком расстоянии.
Что-нибудь подержать, если тебе надо.
Well, we don't know when they
не
were
знаю,
dropped
как
though.
это сделать.
So let's see. It's got to go out soon. 6 minutes.
Бинокль.
Are they gone?
Улетает.
Are they gone out?
Навсегда.
Terrible footage,
ребята, я вас всю жизнь ждал.
They've gone out now, see?
Исчезают, класс! Блин, ребята, исчезают.
Don't last more than 5 minutes.
Приходится смотреть бинокль, слушайте меня, все равно не засели. Они
they've gone out, they
гасать,
disappeared.
Все, осталась одна точка, и они исчезли.
They knew what they were filming. Yeah, they've gone out.
Спасибо.
So they've put in a big long video here.
Висит, сейчас посмотрю глазами. Расскажу.
Clearly flares don't last more than 5 minutes. Okay, so what else we got? Anything there we need to look at? Black Knight satellite. We know that's fake. We know it's a space blanket. I might have to get moving soon. My arm's going to sleep here. So what's that got to do with Black Knight? Balloon. Oh, it could be a bat. Looks like it's drifting though, doesn't it? Looks like a balloon. Or two balloons.
Like that you have down here on the ground. What is it?
Looks like a rocket launch going to happen, is it? Oh, yep.
While there, he.
So what's this got to do with Black Knight satellite? They put up 1.5 hour, 1 hour, 11 minutes of some NASA footage here by the looks of it. Of course, NASA's footage is public domain, so you can actually use it on your UFO channel. So yeah, the International Space Station has definitely got a lot of mirrors. That's why you can see it from the ground with your naked eye. Especially early in the morning or evening when it passes over for 3 minutes. Not much about Black Knight satellite there. And what's this one here? Another rocket launch gone wrong.
Event that's happened. If you saw this falling out of the sky, you'd be thinking that the sky is falling. What's this all about? Is this
yeah, Blake,
debris,
you're right.
meteorite, more things to come because of the Atlas comet, or is it something else? Now, people.
Or it could be a rocket launch, or rocket launch gone wrong.
They didn't know what was going on, and here's some of the video again coming in on Twitter, right here at Third Phase of Moon. Of this massive event. We're looking at it. It was captured approximately 4:17 in the morning, April 9th, 2020.
They're not all CGI, no, but they're definitely all fake, there, Tommy.
And we're following it live, and this is what happened earlier on April 9th in China. So I want to get your thoughts. Here it is. This is the rocket taking off. Listen up.
Oh yeah, man. Thunderbirds a go. Definitely sounds like a rocket launch. So, yeah. How many people watch this nonsense? They're up to 758,000 subscribers. So why is Google not pruning their subs? Like they do with mine. 47, almost 48,000 views on this nonsense. Just recycling video. Oh right, here it goes wrong, is it? Explodes or something. Or it separates stages.
Alright, apparently what we're looking at is a malfunction. The thing is starting to break apart. It's daytime in China, and they're trying to tell us.
Well, that's going to cost a few $1 million, isn't it?
Here
Because satellites are not cheap to make, and because these are sending up satellites into space.
Is what we're looking at in Indonesia as this rocket satellite failed to enter Earth's orbit. We're looking at it. Is this the same
Yeah,
thing?
you didn't do a really good zoom job, did you, mate?
Obviously, a major malfunction. But is this the cause of what's going on over Guam? That's what I'm wondering, because what's going on in these videos, it seems like this is nighttime. You would have thought that debris would have came down a lot sooner than what we're looking at right now. So this
not necessarily.
Waking up,
it may have got just into orbit and then come down later
in the daytime over.
Well, this could be just a normal meteorite coming down. But anyway, not much there. And I was going to do some MUFON cases, but it looks like my 3 hours is up already, guys? Plus I need to get moving. Or at least have a break. I've managed to eat half of my sandwich, it's all cold now. egg sandwich, but that's alright. So anyone out there got anything to say on anyone seen a UFO out there that want to come on voice chat to talk sometime? You know, even today I could probably set up a separate live stream just for people to come on and talk if there's enough people out there willing to do it and tell their story. I always leave it open. I always say to people on Facebook and stuff, especially like Il Grey, that they can come on anyway. Anyone that's respected can just pop on the side chat and say they want to come on live, and we'll just pop them on video or voice, and away we go. How to Hunt channel. I don't think I've seen that one. Where's Snipes? Was here, or was he still gone? So we've had a few chatters on the side. So plus Susan gave a donation there, thanks. And didn't scare her off, no. Generally I scare people off, especially moderators, so they last about 5 months. But anyway, people seem to read too much into what I post sometimes, and that's generally what happens. If I tag your name, it's normally directed directly at you. If I don't add a name, normally it's just a public comment. But yeah, overreaction is what I've been getting from Tyler fans. What was the latest one I got? I'll just close that down there. Was there anything good coming up on UFO Stalker while we got that page open? Let's have a quick look. Not really. Faint lights in the sky. Yeah, what was the latest one? Videos. So they get all narky and they start downvoting stuff, right? How dare you attack Tyler, trying to make a name for yourself, you know? As if I'm always about Tyler. You can see I'm not. I'm about anyone that's putting out BS on the UFO topic. In fact, I forgot to use my little stamps on third phase there before, but anyway, another day. Which one did they attack? So I've put this one up here with new edits so it doesn't get taken down. The mind control one. I'm going to redo that one again with, now we've got better technology. Hangouts in air, we used it back then, corrupted all the fonts, so it was a bit hard to read. But yeah, it was quite a good live research episode, that one, talking about how EMF can implant images in your head and voices. But yeah, I think it got hit by trolls. Let's just have a quick look. Oh, right, 5 dislikes. It was 6 the other day, so currently that's up and running again. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out before it's taken down for the 4th time. I've had to deface stuff in it so it can stay up. So which one did they comment on? I think it was Tyler one actually, wasn't it? Let's see. I'll just read out some of the stupid comments that people said. The smoking gun one has a lot of stupid comments on there. But what was the one that she commented on? Could be on that one. The enhanced footage of him being arrested. Actually, I think I got it on Discord. I might just see if I can find the link to it. But yeah, Jimmy has Yeah, let's see if I can find the link. It's amazing, you put the evidence up for people to watch and they don't watch it and straight away attacking you without actually watching the stuff first. What's the thing with people so crazy for Tyler? I just don't understand it. Is it like a groupie mentality? Young girls or gay men that's got the hots for him, or what? I just don't understand. I don't get it. They're obviously not in for the UFO topic. Where was... I'm searching on the other screen for it. Oh, here we go. It's got the link, so it automatically puts the comment at top. So let's see if it works. So I got probably about 7 videos about exposing them where he clearly faked stuff and lied, and the other videos are based on his episodes where I actually debunked it like I did today with all the other channels. So yeah, they're on that playlist anyway on the channel if you haven't watched all of them. But you can see there's a few episodes here, and it's just talking about his UFO videos mainly. But there's a playlist where I've put some in there, not all of them, quite a few. And correct on created, and it comes up properly then. I have to report that bug again, where it only shows the first 12 in the scroll bar thing. So Tyler will be here somewhere on the list, playlist. How many in it? Let's have a look. Suppose I can't find it. Spot it. There's a collection on lots of UFO channels. So how many in that one now? 33. Where's the tighter one? Third phase. 40 in that one now. I probably should add today's one as well, I suppose. Again, it doesn't pop out straight away. It should be here. Must have gone past it. It used to be the smoking gun image thumbnail. Just that fruit again. Steve Baroon. UFO proof. Bruce sees all. It's funny, the one I'm after I never ever see. Straight off. I wish we could put covers on these. Then we could say, you know, big writers. Tyler, Truth on Tyler, have a thumbnail. It just stands out. And then it'll be easy to see. Gone past it several times already, apparently. UFO Seekers, Third Phase, UFO Proof, Bruce sees all, Vegas, UFOs of Vegas, UFO Man, Corey Good, why can't I see his one? Bob Lazar. This is when you get more and more videos. Bigfoot. Ah, Secureteam. There we go. 51. So but that's the problem. Half the thumb's taken up. But that's the one with live 218 at the front. But yeah, it's a shame we can't change the covers. So yeah, I'll just bring up this one with the comments though. And it should automatically bring it up to the top. Unless she's deleted it. Looks like she may have deleted it, huh? So she's disappeared. It should have been at the top. What was her name? Lewis, or his name, Lewis. And looks like they disappeared. That's what happens. They abuse me left, right, and centre. Then they finally go and listen and actually pay attention. And they suddenly come back and delete all their comments because they don't want to be laughed at. Maybe some other people posted since. And she took off. Saying, oh, how dare you attack him like this, you know. It's a bit of a shame because her comments were good, but I did post some on Twitter. Let's see. That's why I take snapshots of them, some of the better ones to laugh at. Skinwalker Ranch. You know, probably because I put this up, Mick Westcon to debunking it, tried to. But it's only early stages of the show, you can't really debunk it at this stage. You gotta give it a chance. Where's the comment? It must be coming up. Yeah, we've been through all those already. Oh, here we go. Oh, one of them anyway. Maybe I didn't copy hers. Glad you're back, Tyler. What did this idiot say? Out there, adjusted, and no offense, they are extremely bland and way too big, with the majority of the content being used surfing the internet. Do your research beforehand and cut the video time, and we'll give it another shot. What a turd. I'm not sure if I got that Lewis one. Probably didn't save her once then. That doesn't matter, I guess. So yeah, if you're not following me on Twitter, do so. I do post a lot of stuff I'm going to cover in depth on the live shows. Not everything, but quite a lot of the stuff. And of course the Tyler playlist, I'm copying that across to the side chat. 51 videos of my 500 on Tyler. So my channel's not all about Tyler. So what's 50 over 500? That's 10%. So yeah, that's the truth. And I probably got a few other nasty comments up here probably. These things. Where is your latest video? Looks like you posted months ago. Not too sure what that one's on about. Buckeyes, it's the sports team name for Ohio State University team. Not too sure what he's going on about either. Looks like John's put up a video. Goofon's up there too, 1 hour ago. Alright, he's put a Secureteam one up. Happy time, I'm back. UFO man, Mr. Caps. Oh yeah, that Mick West. Eternal Reflections. Caps, Mr. Caps man. Flashing lights seen over New Orleans. Is it New Orleans, Louisiana? So let's have a look at that one. I only follow him so I can see what crap he's putting up. Is it lens flare? Is it military flares? Why is it not playing? Oh, yuck. Okay.
Close as I can get, look here. And they look to be turning different colors.
Looks like they're blinking like illumination flares. Random order. Chinese lanterns, illumination flares. Just mute that. Chinese lanterns, you can see the flickering going on there. Going through atmospherics, of course, as well. And of course it'll be less than 5 minutes, I suppose. So they'll probably start going out. Chinese lanterns last 12 minutes. If they're not the new LED ones. And it makes it a bit harder again. But if they're flickering like a candle burning. These look like bright white illumination flare drop, not the red ones on parachutes. We should start to see them slowly going out soon, I'd say. If it goes longer than 12 minutes, then we can rule out Chinese lanterns. Looks like the video doesn't go 12 minutes though, so we can't rule out Chinese lanterns. A couple of minutes already. And of course he's put the full video up. Just quite boring really. Lights in the sky. If they're UFOs, alright, are they going out now? No. So that's coming up to 4 minutes. Take away his intro. So less than 4 minutes. So we should start to see them fade away now. It's very close to it. Looks like it's coming down to a tree level or mountain range level there. No filters applied to it, of course. Getting close to 5 minutes. And they're going to fade away. If they were UFOs shooting straight up vertically in the sky, that would be amazing footage. But this is run-of-the-mill stuff. Has some of them gone out yet? Going at the 5-minute mark. What's going on? So if it goes past 5 minutes, then we can rule out flares. Next thing it could be is balloons with the LED lights in them that can flicker on and off. so it could be them as well from party. They would disappear if the battery runs flat, but of course the battery can run quite a long time on the LED balloon ones. And depends if there's much for air current, how they're moving. So it must be over 5 minutes now. Getting close to the maximum burn time. Is it my imagination and they slowly coming down? Of course, they could be looping the video, couldn't they? So it's hard to know. Is he talking on it? Could be the LED balloons. How long would they keep filming it for until they go out? Does it still keep going? Has any of them gone out? They seem to be dimmer. I think they're getting lower. Can see the black horizon line there, I think. 1, 2. Kind of looks like LED balloons now. The way the pattern's happening, right? They're out of sync. So I don't know if any investigation was done on that or not. We still can't rule out Chinese lanterns though, because the video's not long enough. Assuming they're gradually fading out. Driven further away from the camera probably. And the further away the sensor won't pick up the light as good. I'd still say the LED balloons now. Just where the pattern's going and the brightness. I think there's less there now though, isn't there? Well, the camera's not picking them up at least. So we've travelled too far away. And are they on the high rise there? So they're not changing the angle of the camera. I think they are, aren't they? They've upped the stories. 2 stories up. Yeah, they drifted off. It's just you can't film them. Get outside and film it. Oh well. Not enough information on that one, but I don't think they're UFOs craft anyway. They're not doing anything special, right? Suspects guy. Anything that ends up on that guy's channel is suspect anyway. Permission granted. You don't need permission if you're going to analyze it properly. Anyway, yeah, better wrap up. So we sort of covered quite a bit today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We got 12 likes, so that's a good sign. And I'll let these people in America get to bed. What's the time over there? Forgot to look. Must be getting up there. 10 p.m. is it? I suppose I could open it up again. Let's have a quick look. Because normally I start about now, isn't it? So yes, I'm just prepping to normally go about now. So 9 PM, 10 PM. So what have we got? 8 PM. Oh, it's even earlier. 9 PM New York, California, 6 PM. So like I said, you could even do another live show after this where people come on and talk if they wanted to. But I'd have to have a little break in between. Walk around, whatnot. But yeah, people in UK are the ones that are the problem times. So it's 2 AM over there now, you see. So yeah. And Robert's still up, is he? Was he going to bed? It looks like he's still around. I'll let you get to bed anyway. Skinwalker Ranch. I didn't say much about Skinwalker Ranch. Just Mick West, but claiming that they missed it was a lens flare or whatever. Reflection. But I'd have to watch it again because I'm pretty sure they had the double thing on multiple cameras, didn't they? I think maybe some of it was maybe lens flare where they're looking through the camera lens. But you got to remember the PhD scientist Travis on there. He's not a video analysis guy. He's a PhD scientist. So he's investigating the stuff he knows, which is to do with radio waves, terrain, LiDAR, and all that sort of stuff, and electromagnetic. There's certainly something strange going on there, because they had some experts come out with readers, and they verified what the first episode was about. So that's pretty good that they got other people doing it. But I like to see them do like a laser grid, and they can watch out, see if the light gets turned off or bent, or where something passes through. They haven't got any cameras up on the mountain either, have they? But with all that microwave, it's going to muck around with electronics badly. But they could try to put something up there. They need to put something inside the tunnel thing that they found. See what's in there. Could be an underground UFO base, right? So it could be what they were saying there about a cave that sort of opens up and then seals again and disappears. At least they might be able to get it on camera now with scientists looking at it. Apparently Bigelow collected a lot of that stuff and he's locked it away. He won't bring it out to public. Why? That's just stupid. So finally we've got a new owner that's opened it up and trying to put as much technology there, right, to capture it. So we'll have to see how it happens. So yeah, I'll just say good night. Stop yabbing. Everything went smoothly as far as I can tell. Was there any issues with the volume at all or crackle? I haven't noticed anything on my end, so I guess it's not. So maybe gradually fixing up bugs as we go. So I'm just going to say good night now and hit the end credits thing here. And I'll catch you on tomorrow's live show. Not sure what we're doing with Roberts. But he's back on with us tomorrow morning. And I'm not sure if he's going to do a recap of the one where it went a bit wrong with the reader. Was it the reader? I can't remember. Oh no, the crackle sound. We had the crackle sound problem. So I think he's going to do a recap of that. And then some more UFO cases. Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Okay, thanks, Susan. More people helping out, the better it'll get. More people paying for licenses, and yeah, can only get better. Yep, the light beam thing on Skinwalker Rush, but we won't talk too much about it. Good night.